All right, let's talk about Secret Invasion episode 3 with spoilers, of course. So if you've not seen the episode yet, go watch the episode and then come back to watch this review, unless you want to be spoiled by it. So yeah, we're going to do this right here. So yeah, first thing we see, or one of the first things we see, we have that flashback in Nick Fury and the other scroll that he's like, that's his wife, I guess. Vara, or is it Vara or Priscilla? It's like Vara is her scroll name and Priscilla is her human name, I think. So yeah, so we see the flashback where I guess they got together. She was doing missions for him, and coming up to the last episode, like he does know she's a scroll, so she's been like shapeshifting into different people, like in that flashback, of course. Or they say that she's shapeshifted. She is shapeshifted, and she has like done missions for Fury. I think she's got like her current look there, and she's like over to Fury. You like what you see, and then Fury's like, yeah, damn girl, you're fine. You're fine. I love it. I love it. Let's get married. So yeah, it was cool to see that flashback. And then like flash forward to current time, and there's kind of a heavy conversation that they have about Nick Fury being gone, of course, from the blip, and then also from him just going up into space, of course. So yeah, and I like that conversation because she was without him pretty much like on two separate occasions. I like that they're filling the backstory with Fury and Vara here, and also with Fury and Skrulls in general with the Talos like conversation later in the episode. So yeah, so I like that we're seeing that, but also we get to see we see that it's revealed that Vara is working with Gravik, and yeah, you can kind of understand that, I guess. I mean, I feel like Gravik is like sort of like a son to her, I think, because she was the one in that other flashback back in like '97, I think, where I think she introduced Gravik to Fury. So yeah, it seems like she's kind of a mother to him. I don't think Fury's like a father figure to Gravik, I guess. I feel like he was just somebody who promised him that they would find it them a new home, but he never did. But I don't think he was around him probably to be like much as a father figure, like as opposed to Vara. I think Vara actually really cared about Gravik, and that's why she's kind of working with him here. You don't know if she's fully with them, but she's trying to help him some way. But we hear on the phone Rhodey's voice, of course. So Rhodey is a Skrull. And I was kind of going about like the last episode or the first episode. I think it was like the last episode, saying that Rhodey's a Skrull. I think a lot of people have said he's a Skrull, of course. So I'm not the first one. I'm not being a genius here. But yeah, but I was thinking he might have been a Skrull all along. Maybe like he was a Skrull throughout all the movies he's been in, and I was thinking he might be just one of the good Skrulls. But it turns out he's one of the Skrulls that's working with Gravik. And also Fury, or I think Talos mentioned it earlier in the episode that they have there's like someone in the US government like they know is a Skrull. So it looks like it's Rhodey. So that must mean the Skrulls have Rhodey, like they have all those other people they've shapeshifted into. I'm thinking this also ties into Armor Wars, which is the Rhodey movie. It's gonna be where Iron Man armor gets into the wrong hands. So I'm thinking the Skrull impersonating Rhodey must have given Iron Man armor to Skrulls out there, and that's who the villains are going to be in Armor Wars. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know if that's actually going to be true, but I think that ties into it because, yeah, this Skrull impersonating Rhodey, he's up there with power, and he's probably going to send armor to people that shouldn't have him, whether it's Skrulls or just people out there who want to take over. People who want to have power. But I would like to see the Skrulls storyline continue into there. It's definitely going to continue past this season because, yeah, there is tons of Skrulls out there. There's a million Skrulls, so you know that a lot of Skrulls out there are going to have plans like Gravik has. Also, we get that cool scene from the trailer where Gravik and Talos are having a conversation, and then Talos grabs him, and everybody in the room turns into a Skrull. So yeah, even in the episode, I thought it played out well. And yeah, their conversation was good. The dialogue is great. I think the dialogue overall is great with these conversations. So I thought, yeah, it was a cool scene. And with like the end to that scene where Talos stabs him right in the hand, and we see that like Gravik is got super scroll abilities. Like I don't know if he's got the full abilities yet, but we see the extremist part in his hand where it just heals after like he gets stabbed, and he was definitely unfazed by that stab. So I was like, damn. And here, like the violence in here, the violence is getting like, yeah, it's up there. I mean, it's not like crazy violent like The Boys, I guess. What we saw in the last episode with that torture scene and this right here, yeah, definitely not a kid's show. And that's with the dialogue too, because I think like this is definitely a show more for adults. Like it's like there's no kiddie things that are like in this show, which I kind of like. It's like a breath of fresh air. And the dialogue was well written in that car scene with Nick Fury and Talos, where Talos goes on about the dog and like cleaning poop after the dogs, and then he's going on about like how they elevated Nick Fury's career by going on missions for him, like him and other Skrulls. So that's interesting. Like that's one of the reasons where Nick Fury got up in the ranks at Shield. So I thought that was cool. That was a cool like little backstory to Nick Fury here about the Skrull, like him working with the Skrull. So I thought that was cool. And Talos thinking, oh, we deserve more. We don't deserve what we should have done. Like we helped you with your career. So yeah, you gotta give us props. And also this scene where they're interrogating the Skrull posing as the Navy commander, because like the Skrulls have infiltrated the Royal Navy. Yeah, I like that Talos is getting a little more ruthless like Nick Fury here. I mean, anytime you bring up his daughter, like Gravik brought up his daughter earlier, and he's like picking him up and then stabs him. And then with this, like his Navy commander, or is this Skrull that's posing as the Navy commander, he's like straight up just shoots him dead. With his kid is also there too. And I was actually thinking they might actually blow up the plane here. I think it's coming from the first episode where they had the bombings, of course, and a bunch of people just died. So I was thinking, yeah, we're going to see something bad here. And turns out, no, they saved the day. They had to do something heroic here. They couldn't, I don't think they can have two, like, tragedies here. You gotta have Nick and Talos actually save the day right here. But it didn't end well at the end of the episode when Guy was trying to escape after giving her father the code word, only to run into Gravik, and then Gravik just straight up just shot her. And I'm thinking she's not dead. Like, she can't be dead, right? And there was a spot in in one of the trailers where I think she's wiping down a mirror, and that hasn't happened yet. So I'm thinking Emilia Clarke is still going to be alive in this show. Guy is still going to be alive. Who knows, though, because Marvel sometimes tries to trick us with these trailers with scenes that are not actually in the movie. So it could be that, but it's probably like Captain America the Winter Soldier, where Nick Fury died, but I knew he wasn't dead because he has a line in the trailer that said, it looks like you're giving the orders now, Cap. So that hadn't come up yet. So I knew he wasn't dead in that movie. So here, I'm thinking she's not dead. And also, he can't kill my two TV crushes in one show, that being Robin Scherbatsky and Daenerys. So yeah, but I'm thinking Emilia Clarke, Guy is still alive, probably. But yeah, overall, I like this show so far. This episode is cool. I think it's better than the first episode, but it's not better than the third. It's in between those. But overall, it's solid. I think it's a solid show so far, and we're at the halfway point. So 3 episodes left. So yeah, what's going down in the next episodes, man? We'll see. I mean, we're gonna see Rhodey, of course. Yo, Rhodey is he's a Skrull in the next episode, and he's probably gonna kill the president. Probably, I don't know. He's probably gonna do something, and you're gonna see like Don Cheadle be a bad guy in the next episode. So that'll be interesting to see. Maybe depends if we see it or not in like the next episode. And of course, with Gravik being a super Skrull, we're probably going to see that in the next episode. So yeah, you can tell me your thoughts on the episode, or you liking the show so far. What do you think about this episode? So yeah, tell me down below. And yeah, hope to see you all for the next review of Secret Invasion. So until then, Rebel out.